and you kind of smoked everybody over there. How was that for you?
You make me laugh. Yo, Jeffrey Herlings. I'm from Holland, and you're watching 5 Minutes with Fletch.
Yeah, so first thing I want to talk about is how long have you been using Goldtech?
Goggletek. Actually since 2020. With the beginning, I met Bob. Was I think it was Metally Basin or even maybe around here, and he gave me his goggle, and the first thing I saw was like, wow, what's this? Like, was really cool to see how he made his roll-offs, and yeah, from then on, I've been ever since I've been using his roll-offs more or less.
So in 2017, you knew you couldn't win the championship with a couple rounds to go. So you decided to go over to America, and you kind of smoked everybody over there. How was that for you?
Uh, you make me laugh. Yeah, it was really actually like you said. I couldn't win the championship because I DNF'd in Sweden, and after that, yeah, I made some phone calls, called to KDM and said, hey, I want to race next weekend. When can we race? And they said, oh, let's go to Ironman. So I did Ironman, and then I went 1-1. Especially the second motor was quite interesting because I crashed at the start, and I came from dead last to first. So yeah, that was a sick event.
She won quite a lot on the 85 as a kid, and then you almost skipped the 125, went straight to the 250.
Yeah.
Was that difficult, or did you find it quite an easy switch?
No, it was quite easy because back in the day, obviously the 250s didn't have the power they have today, and besides that, there were no 125 class. So yeah, it was either doing that or yeah, right with the 125 between the 250s, and that definitely wouldn't make sense. So that's why I went straight up to the 250s.
When you were a kid, did you have like the mentality, I'm gonna win, like I need to win, or did that come on a bit later on?
No, always whatever I did, even if it was playing on a PlayStation or was it cycling or BMX with friends or racing, I always wanted to win. I still have it up till today. Like wherever I do, I want to win whatever game it is. So I don't know if it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing, but obviously, yeah, I just love winning, and I've always had it since day one.
So to touch back on when you went to the USA, what was it like coming from 40th to first?
Um, well, I mean, the first 20, I don't want to be arrogant, but they were quite easily to pass because they weren't super fast. I believe that the level in Europe between P5 and P15 is stronger than in US and outdoors. I mean, to get up to fifth, that wasn't that difficult. I think I was there within 10-15 minutes. But I mean, to pass the last few fast guys like Tomac, Musquin, Baggett back in the day, yeah, they honestly they were fast. But yeah, the first 20 they were quite easy to pass.
So when you crashed in Latvia in 2020, were you like worried that I was never going to race again, or were you like, I know I'm going to be back in some time?
Always when you get hurt, you're like, you don't want to do this anymore, and you're like, you're done. And then once you start healing and the pain is kind of gone, and you feel like you can do anything like you could do before, you're like, okay, let's just yeah, start riding again. I don't have pain. I'm hungry for riding again, and yeah, that was more or less how it was. So yeah.
So what are your goals for the rest of your career?
Obviously, I've won a lot. I've got the most moto wins, most GP wins. I got a lot of podiums. I got 5 championships. So my dream and my goal is to win another championship. That would be very nice. Obviously, I don't have many more years in me, but as long as I can, I'm trying to fight for wins. And yeah, like I said, the main goal is to ever win a championship again in MXGP.
What has been your favorite custom kit that you've had in your career?
My favorite custom kit. Actually, I have many of them. Last year R&M was pretty cool. It was white with orange, but I didn't get to use it. I'll be using it this year. Once I went the red, white, blue for my home GP. So I tried quite a few of them, but I think this year's Austin's also going to be pretty cool. Oh, R&M, sorry.
So when you ride, does your mind, especially when you're in the lead, does your mind drift, or do you stay really focused on the race?
I'm always focused on the race. Like I never want to back down. I mean, maybe last lap or last 2 laps, but until then, I'm always very focused. And yeah, it's something I think is important to stay focused and not lose focus. Because if you lose focus, you might crash or you might start thinking about something else, and you might something happen. So I always try to be as focused as I can.
Thanks for your time.
a little legend, mate. How old are you?
11.